Thank you. Motivational speaker, but I'm very nervous tonight. Chris, do I get a commission on that $5,000 from Jimmy Metzger? This is a great honor for me. My life in the martial arts has been really, truly a blessing, and something that I never foreseen that would take me around the world. And this award is to me, but there's people I have to thank that helped elevate me and bring me to this point where I am today. So I'm going to start with my mom and dad who are in attendance today. My mom and dad grew up... Mom and Dad grew up in Greenwich Village and moved to Queens, and then from Queens we moved out to Suffolk County in Holtzville. And my parents divorced when I was 10 years old. And I want to thank the two of you for always being there for me, not only for me, for special moments in my brother and my sister's life. So I love the two of you. Thank you so much. People ask me all the time, did your parents take karate? And I'm like, no. I said, my mother really doesn't need it, trust me. And my father, I tried to talk him into working out, but his philosophy was, Jerry, would you rather live your life like Jack LaLanne or Frank Sinatra? So I said, Dad, you got a point. So to have my brother and sister and my sister-in-law in attendance, it means the world to me. There are people that are not here today, especially the person that really gave me my push at Sachem High School. His name was Jeff Iorio. He was a dear friend of mine. And Jeff is no longer with us. He passed at my feet in my dojo, which is a karate school, in 2007. So ever since that day, so much has happened, and the world became a lot smaller for me because of Jeff. And I have, so much to thank him for. So I've been teaching martial arts for over 30 years. I have two locations. I have one in Middle Island and one in Kings Park. And I'm also part of the Suffolk County Police Athletic League's karate program. In 1991, I had the opportunity to go to Okinawa with my sensei. And during that time, we got to visit a school. And I noticed at the school, the children were very respectful. They came up, they bowed. And it's part of their etiquette. It's part of their culture. And when I got back on the plane coming back to New York, I thought to myself, wow, that's a lot different than, how the kids are in the schools today. And I thought it would be a great idea to try to start a school program. And of course, it didn't happen all at once, but I have to thank the Longwood School District for giving me the window of opportunity to create a program. I have a dear friend who's also fighting for his life with ALS right now. His name is Chuck Morey. His son used to come to my school. He was the assistant principal in Longwood, lived out in Spionk, and he would drive home each day from Longwood, pick his son up, drive him back to my karate school in Middle Island, and we became very dear friends. And one day I approached him about the idea of bringing martial arts into the school, and he knew the benefits, the mental benefits of the martial arts: respect, self-discipline, perseverance, and these are all life skills that boys and girls need today, and I especially needed it in high school. So he gave me an opportunity to meet with the superintendent at that time. And when we sat down, she said to me, Jerry, you're going to come in here and teach the boys how to kick and punch. They're already doing that. I said, no. This is a little bit different. It's about respect. It's a whole philosophy. It's a way of life. So that first meeting didn't go too good. But then Chuck brought in another fellow that made and close the deal. And I like to say, if it wasn't for him, I truly feel I wouldn't be up here. Don, where are you? Don Uri from the Suffolk County PAL? When I first met him, Chuck said, trust me, he'll get it done. When we first met, I kind of introduced myself, and he says, Jerry, you don't have to go any further. I took judo. I know what the art's all about. And from that day forward, in 2003, our Suffolk County PAL program is still going strong and making the difference in a lot of lives through boys and girls in Suffolk County. The Longwood District, again, has been nothing but supportive. I have 2 Board of Ed members here, Dan Tomaszewski and Paul and Franco. I'd like to thank you guys for all your support. To have the school district behind a community-based business is amazing, and I thank you guys. I know, Chris, you said if I go over 5 minutes, you're going to take me out, but I just got a few more people to thank. My daughters, I hope you find your path in life. It doesn't always start out in one direction. There's a lot of bumps in the road. And to my wife, again, I can't thank you enough for your never-ending support and your love. She's always pushing me to go forward and move forward. To my students, can I have my students stand up? They give me the platform. There's some of them here today. There's no little kids, but there's some of them here today. This is Rick Kaufman. He's a partner of mine in Kings Park. Mr. Nick Raccanelli in the back. And that gentleman standing up came to me when he was 69 years old. And he walked into my dojo and said, "You think I'm too old to take karate?" He's been to Okinawa 3 times with me the last 5 years. St. Paddy's Day, I was teaching a seminar in Ireland. He was with me. He's traveled all over the world. He's made his 4th degree black belt. He's 82 years old. Right? Hopefully another recipient of the Suffolk County Hall of Fame. He was a great lacrosse coach and football coach at our rival Half Hollow Hills. So thank you for being here. There's another gentleman I'd like to thank, legendary Hall of Famer Fred Frizaro. Yeah. I had the opportunity to play for Coach Frizaro when we won our first Rutgers Cup. I believe the first Rutgers Cup for Sachem High School. The only person that yelled at me more than my mother and father. So. In 2012, my sensei passed away, and before that, he encouraged me to start an organization called Shorin-Ryu Karate Do International. It's something I really didn't want to do. It was an organization to try to keep some of the people in the New York area continuing practicing a form of martial art that I teach from Okinawa. Okinawa is the true birthplace of karate. It doesn't come from Japan. And I started this thinking that it would only maybe spread to a couple of different states. Today, I can boast I have 15 countries that are involved with my organization right now. So we have dojos, affiliate dojos in Romania, Ireland, New Zealand, India, Canada, Spain, and martial arts has made my world a lot smaller. I've met so many great people. And one of the biggest influences in my life recently, Mr. Chris Vaccaro. This is somebody who he gets things done, and I can't say how proud I am to be called a friend. And thank you for everything you did. But this is a great honor for me tonight, and I want to thank everybody. And Jimmy Metzger, I'm humbled by his donation. So thank you all. Thank you all. I've been very fortunate. I had some very special people in my karate school. For those of you that may know, I trained the boy that doctor said would never walk again. And a couple of years ago, I promoted him to black belt. This gentleman I met 20 years ago when I started taking judo. I'm an 8th degree black belt in karate. I'm a 3rd degree black belt in judo. Sensei Visecchio is 95 years old. He assists me every Tuesday night at my dojo, helping me teach judo. He's been involved in judo for 79 years. He's the oldest competitor in the United States. Former Marine, 2 Purple Hearts. He was in Invasion Saipan. Former professional boxer. I'm truly blessed to have you. Sensei, come up here.
Congratulations.